If you want to learn how to arrange your beats for placements, this video is for you. If you don't know me, I'm Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. I need y'all to smash the like button. We've trained over 1 million producers around the world. Some have gone to work with Drake, Kanye West, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, French Montana, Young Thug, YG, Lil Baby, Polo G, Trippie Redd, J. Cole, and a long list of folks. All right, so I've taken this structure from Billboard charting songs. So this is the absolute structure at the absolute BPM of the record. And this is included in our new Beatmaker Blueprint. You can find this at busyworksbeats.com/beatmaker. What we'll do is just kind of fill in the stuff here. So in the intro, it's a 4-bar intro. We're going to double click and let's just map out some keys. Let's try like some Nexus key. Actually, let's do Keyscape to get a decent sound here. So again, I'm not trying to make the greatest record right now. I'm just trying to show you how this all works to arrange the song. So we're going to go intro, 4 bars into the verse in this case, which is going to be how many bars? 4, 8, 16 bar verse into an 8-bar chorus with a 4-bar trailing chorus into an 8-bar verse into an 8-bar chorus. And then it's like sectioned out. It repeats 3 times at the end and then an outro. So again, there's multiple structures. This is not the only structure. And disclaimer, I cannot guarantee placements. I don't know why people put that in my mouth. I've never guaranteed anything. Okay, so just want to make that clear before we start. Okay, so the project templates, again, you're going to get all the Billboard, the top 10 from Lil Durk, the Doja Cat, Taylor Swift, SZA, Drake, Bad Bunny, Zach Bryan, Luke Combs, and we'll be adding to those over time as the Billboard changes. Okay, so firstly, let's map out the chords. Now, you also have to understand music theory in order to understand how to move people through music without any drums and without any structure. You have to guide the song musically. Okay, so for example, if I'm wrapping up something, you might go to a suspended chord or diminished chord or, resolve the chord progression. You have to know how to do that musically without any, drum sounds in the record. Okay, so let's start here and let's map out a 4-bar section. So what I usually do is I'll loop this and then create inside so I don't go over the loop. Let's go to song mode, let's go to metronome. And let's just start off. Let's write in C major and then we'll transform it into a different key. Okay, so let's do D, F, A, C, E. This is a minor 9th chord. Let's lower the velocity. And then let's do a 5. You already know this 2-5-1 chord progression. We're going to use a dominant 9th here. And let's do major 9 at the end. Okay, so you've seen this a billion times, but it works. And you can see that fills up this section here, this 4-bar section. So firstly, I'm going to change this out and alter the chord it's called. We're going to take the 5th, 9th, raise that up. Now we need to move into the verse. So we're going to copy the same chord progression because it resolves. We can now move on to the next section. So musically speaking, you have to know how to resolve stuff. If you want to go deeper with that, we have a course called Music Theory Magic, where I go over how to resolve intervals, chord progressions, all types of stuff to make longer, more elaborate emotional experiences. Okay, so for example, if you want to change up your verse, which is a 16-bar verse, we're going to copy the chords 4 times. But at the end, I want to change it up. So let's copy this over 4 times. But at the end, I want to change it up. So instead of going to, C major to, the dominant 9th chord down to C major, I'm going to transpose this down to A. And that's called the relative minor deceptive cadence. Usually we would write the G dominant 9th and then going into A. It's called deceptive cadence. So it would sound something more like this. But remember, this is a tritone substitution, so we need to voice that. Okay, so I'm just doing a tritone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then revoicing this too. Now, keep in mind, I went to A major, not A minor, so I need to convert the chord as well. So let's take 3rd, 7th, pull that down. My head might be in the way, so here's what it looks like. Actually like major. Major to my ear sounds better. So I like that chord. Okay, so now the verse is filled up. And then now we need a chorus. So what could I change about the chords going into the chorus? I can make the same exact chords. I can have them go in a different direction. Again, even without drums, you could do this stuff. So now let's go into the chorus, and I'm going to paste that chord progression. Let's loop it so we don't overly fill the chorus. And instead of going downward, let's go upward. Let's take these notes. And let's go up. So now we're going upward, okay, instead of downward. And you can repeat this, and then we'll transpose all these notes. Okay, so then we need to fill out verse 2. Now, verse 2, I'm just going to copy verse 1 over to verse 2 and just make it shorter so that we don't have to sit here and make out all these chords. Let's double click, hit Control C. Let's go to verse 2, Control V. I'm showing you this musically to show you that it goes way deeper than the sound effects you use per section. This is a musical experience. Okay, and then the chorus repeats. You could even have the chorus change at the end to where instead of going up the entire time, it goes down on one. And the outro is just basically, you can copy the intro and just paste it into the outro. So that's how musically it would sound. I'm not going to bore you by playing this whole chord progression because we don't have a melody, but that is how you arrange your beats musically before you get into the drums. Okay, and then everything else is just how you line it up. So again, if you want these, go to busyworksbeats.com/beatmaker. I have not only have the Billboard hit song structures for you, I have 400 plus drum sounds in here. We have 500 one shots you could load up in any DAW. We have FL Studio presets in here, and we're going to be adding more stuff over time. Okay, and then it has MIDI in here, 100 something MIDI, as well as project templates to get you started, in different serum patches too. So there's a lot in there. Plus, it comes with courses. And this is our Black Friday offering. So go to busyworksbeats.com/beatmaker. But again, as a recap for people who skipped ahead, it's intro 4 bars. And for this specific record, okay, intro 4 bars that got the Billboard charting. So intro 4 bars, verse 16 bars, chorus is 8 bars with the 4-bar trail. Then we have the second verse, 8 bars. Then it's the chorus repeats 3 times, and the chorus is 8 bars each. And then it's a 4-bar outro, okay? And we're at 102 BPM. So that's how you arrange your beats replacements. You have to understand that everything has a different purpose. But for the most part, once you see all these building blocks, you can just use this as a template and just draw your creative stuff in between. Now, musically speaking, this is my last anecdote, is that you need to create contrast from section to section, and then it needs to resolve or create tension before you move into the next section. Not hard rules, but that's usually what happens. If you want to learn all this, just go to busyworksbeats.com/music theory magic. And then again, if you want all this pre-structured stuff for you, just go to busyworksbeats.com/beatmaker piece.